Okay, everyone, welcome to Let's Play Dark Souls 2. I am your host and player, Jimmy, from the G.A.M.E.S blog. Just a quick note before we get started. This is going to be a blind playthrough, which means that I will be consulting no external walkthroughs or videos. We're going to see how long that lasts until frustration sets in. But hopefully I'll be able to make it all the way through. Here we go.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
The only thing I know about this game going into it is what I found out from the trailers that came up prior to the game's launch.
Where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future.
I guess on the back is the dark sign.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but LASIK is much more affordable nowadays. You could just get that taken care of real quick. I am going to try to keep commentary to a relative minimum, mainly because I'm probably going to forget when I'm in the middle of playing.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Alright, that probably wouldn't have been my first reaction to a giant whirlpool, but hey, that might just be me. Certain members of the Melfian Magic Academy scoff at these types of magic. The purists in particular are disdainful of anything vaguely linked to sword fighting. Well, I must say that that was just as impressive the second time around. What? Second time? I thought you said this is blind. It is, but funny story. I had some issues with the capturing software, and specifically the microphone. It was causing a echo, so I had to change some settings, and so the first 20 minutes or so of this are going to be a second time around for me. I still think this looks really cool. But it's pretty clear that from the opening cutscene, this is a much more personal game than the original Dark Souls. Because in the original Dark Souls, the opening was very, here's the world, here's its history. And in this case, this is all about you personally. Aww. Look, not everything in here's so bad. You're not going to hurt me, are you? I hope not. Okay. Whoa. Alright, I did not follow this trail the first time, so let's see where it takes us. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what purpose that served, but maybe I can come back when I have a weapon or something. Didn't Hansel and Gretel teach you anything?
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
These three remind me of the Sisters of Fate from Greek myth. The ones that would measure out your string of life and then cut it when you died.
Yes, you'll become one of them.
Which, given the context, seems fairly appropriate.
Feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
For those wondering, Mimi is actually the name of the G.A.M.E.S blog's mascot.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing.
I love rewards.
It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
I don't see the resemblance, but okay. Okay. Is it not going to show up? There we go. Bit of a lag there. None of this stuff is going to matter once you start putting armor on. But we'll just go middle of the road. As usual, these ethnicities are ridiculous looking. And this lag is kind of weird. It's all going to catch up at once. And again, I already did this part once, so that's why I'm able to just kind of zip through it. Again, not that it's going to matter once you start putting on helmets and stuff. Now, class. High strength, dexterity, skill with weapons. Traveling knight, high HP, and adaptability, tough to take down. I really do like the look of the knight in this game. It looks a lot like the elite warrior, or the elite knight from the original Dark Souls, which is kind of nice, getting away from the plate mail style from Demon Souls. Swordsman, fights gracefully with strong weapons in both hands. I know that this was a favorite class during the beta. High dexterity, skilled with a bow, fights well at various ranges. What the heck, though, with that helmet? That is interesting, to say the least. Cleric, high faith and miracles guide the way. Cast sorceries with intelligence and attunement. Not terribly powerful, but has many items. This looks a lot like another character from Dark Souls 1, who was pretty much just a merchant. And of course, the Deprived, in case you want to make it as difficult as possible for yourself. I think I'm going to go with the Sorcerer to start off, because I've never really started off as a pure intelligence build in one of these Souls games yet. So I think I'm going to go with that. As for the gift, again, in the original Dark Souls, it's kind of the same way, because there's a bunch of things that you're probably going to get almost immediately starting the game. Things like health items and another human effigy, which appear to be taking the place of actual humanity from the first game. But there's two things that seem kind of interesting. Well, there's actually three things. First off is the seed of the Tree of Giants, which is apparently inedible. I don't know what it does. Bonfire ascetic, I guess. Raise the strength of nearby foes, so I guess if you just really want to make the game harder. And then there's the petrified something, a simple petrified lump. It may be of use someday. I'm going to go with that, but I'm just a little worried because in the first Dark Souls game, there was a pendant that you could pick as your starting gift. And using that, it would, people struggled for months and years trying to figure out what it did, and no one was ever able to figure out what it does, so it seems like the creator just kind of played a prank. So I'm kind of worried that this petrified something might just be another pendant. So we'll see, though.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know.
Yeah, these remind me of the Fates a lot.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Alright, come on, From Software. We all know that this game's gonna be hard. You don't have to rub it in everyone's face. But alright, here we are. Here is Mimi. So first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is I'm going to go back and check out that big monster guy and hopefully not die. Oh man, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would. Okay, that was pretty tough for right at the beginning of the game. Stone ring. Huh, now you can equip 4 rings, which is interesting. Additional reduction of enemy poise. Beloved ring of the gallant shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosia. Hits greatly reduce enemy poise. The effect may seem trivial, but for those who comprehend how critical it is to exploit a hole in enemy defenses, the significance of this ring will be clear. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use it. Doesn't seem to change my speed at all. Now, he was standing here. Ah, okay, so he looks like that guy killed someone. Oh, gold pine resin. If that does what it did in Dark Souls, that means that it covers your weapon in electricity, which makes some bosses much, much easier. I like to tone down the sensitivity a bit. Let's see. Nothing. Okay, back to the old lady's hut.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate.
I wonder if that's just saying you can always quit and start again, or if there's actually a mechanic for resetting your character. Man, that sounds like Darth Vader. She has the best laugh.
This is a limbo, a link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom. My name is Millibeth. The old women were once fire keepers. I am here to look after them. It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on.
Interesting. So that directly ties them to Dark Souls
The
1.
old women were keepers of the fire. But now, the fire shows signs of fading. And the kingdom is beset by hollows. Long ago, fire keepers were commonplace. But now they are lost, scattered to the winds. The old women are sisters. But
Okay. So all of that dialogue does lend support to the theory that this game takes place after the original Dark Souls, and it also kind of gives it says what ending of Dark Souls 1 was canon, because the fact that the fire's still burning after all this time means that the relight the bonfire ending must be the canon ending for the original Dark Souls, because the other ending plunged the world into darkness, so there wasn't any bonfires left. A lot more durable than the first game. Okay. Okay, looks like they have the warping system from the original Dark Souls, but they get it right off the bat, which is kind of interesting. There's a time limit? Oh man. Okay, so this area up here is where I got to. It looks like there's a series of areas for tutorial work. I only went through this first one and made it up to that second door up there before I stopped. So we will see how far I can get with this. Whoops. And I lost my fire. Well, this is going to answer one of my questions, which was, will the timer restart? No, it does not. So the torch has a total time limit. Interesting. That could be very frustrating if you have trouble. But man, the lighting system in this game is so much nicer looking. The shadows are so much nicer than the original Dark Souls. I wonder if you can get a magical critical hit. I guess that's a no. That is still really satisfying. So here's a question. Should I take that guy on again? Oops. The camera does feel a little bit closer than it did in the original.
Give it, Moose. Yes, you! Give us Silky!
Oh god. Great, now she's schizophrenic. That's a reoccurring character from both the previous Soul games. Okay, let's put that away for now. And one thing I noticed is that unlike in the first game, just pushing B will not make you go all the way down right at once, which is a nice change. You actually have to hold down and push the circle button at the same time, not B, circle. I'm not going to worry about the torch for now. Alright, so now we're in new territory for me. Interesting. So you can wield both. You have an option for getting both weapons dual wielding at the same time. Well, not at the same time, obviously, but individually. L3 while dashing? Interesting. Well, I guess that does make it much more precise than the tap circle while you're pushing circle of the first one. Amber herbs. Slightly restores spell use. An annual herb with an amber color so deep it gives the impression of luminescence. It is a mistaken belief of many that the flower of this herb do not blossom. However, small white flowers do blossom during the dusk when the full moon is visible. Oh boy. Okay. That's not nearly as bad as I was worried about. I almost missed this. Oh, and you can even hurry up a ladder. That's nice. Plunging attack. Parry. Okay. This is going well so far. Ah! Man, you're already getting an invasion item? Yep, this lets you invade other worlds. Okay, startled me for a second there. Okay. Alright, is there any ladders that I'm missing? Nope. Okay. Oh, I see. This just gives you the opportunity to have some light in there when you go in there the first time. Oh well. Okay. Okay, so I'm just still progressing. I see, because if I had just rushed in through here, there's a giant pit. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm feeling a tad nervous about this one. Man, this would be a lot harder if I didn't have spells. Oops. Wow, this dude tracks all. The enemies track a lot better than they did in the first game. I was just trying to get behind for a backstab and he just wrecked me. Good thing those life gems do heal you all the way, although it takes quite a while. Oh, that liar. This is very tight quarters. Oh, wow. Majula, although I'm sure that's mispronouncing it, something awful. Well, this is certainly a nice change of pace. Man, I'm getting a bit of lag. Oh, nice.
Have you business with me? The way yonder's all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above! Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you? See that stat? Hey.
Okay. Statue. That was fun. Lloyd's Talisman. If it's what I think it is, it's also from the first game. Yep. Mainly a PvP weapon. Guess not. Okay. Well, I think for now we'll stop this right here, but next time on Let's Play Dark Souls 2, we will go and explore the rest of this area. So, thanks for watching. Bye.